Yo, what's going on guys, it is Tom and welcome back to a brand new video and the second part of my F1 2016 CAMS video. And as you can see, we are here with the teams from Renault all the way down to Haas / Manor. So these are 6 cars I'm going to show you in this video. So as you can see right now, we come to one of the best CAMs in my opinion in the game, and that is the Renault. I think it's got a fantastic CAM and it actually looks really good. I think it's one of the better ones alongside McLaren, which I will show you in a moment. So Renault overall has probably the best CAM in the game. I really like it. And then as for the offset, I've got to say it's also pretty good. It could be maybe a little bit better. I think this is another car where I think the actual straight CAM is better than the offset, but overall the Renault also has very solid CAMs, and the offset I think is probably actually worse than the straight one, but it's still pretty decent. And if we now move into the Toro Rosso, you'll see now, as you can see, this is a very split one. I know for example someone like Cal HD, he absolutely hates the Toro Rosso from the TCAM. I actually think it was quite alright, to be fair. I know it contradicts the points I've said that you can't see any of the steering wheel or the gloves, which is true, but you can actually see, you get the impression that the camera's quite far back and you can see plenty of the car. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a great TCAM. I personally believe in this car the offset is a little bit better, which we'll see in a moment, but I don't think the TCAM's actually too bad. You get to see the nice detail on the helmet, which is the only sort of positive about this camera really. But yeah, again, this is another car where very 50-50 TCAM, but the offset, as you can see here, is so much more better in this Toro Rosso. I mean, look at this. This is one of the better ones in the game. Absolutely fantastic to look at, and you can really see just literally everything: the helmet, the steering wheel, and the gloves, and it's perfectly aligned and positioned. So a really nice offset TCAM, and back to the normal where the offset is better than the normal straight TCAM. Now we move on to Sauber, and as you can see, a very okay TCAM. This is very similar to the Toro Rosso. The TCAM, for some reason, I don't half mind because it feels like it's quite far back. However, the offset TCAM on this car is actually really sweet. Now you can see obviously the helmet, you can see a little bit of the gloves here from the straight TCAM, but it's nothing amazing. It could do a little bit of work. However, the offset, which you'll see now, looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, just exactly the same as the Toro Rosso. The offset in this car looks absolutely brilliant, and a really nice offset TCAM here on this Sauber. So as you see, sort of going over the old ground, the majority of them do have better offset TCAMs than what the TCAM is this year. However, there is the other exception, like this car here, for example, the McLaren, which has a pretty decent TCAM. As you can see the wheel and the gloves, and only you just see the helmet, and it's a much more, I wouldn't say realistic, but it's a much more to my liking straight TCAM. Now the McLaren, I've got to say, is probably the best car in terms of the entirety. So for both TCAM and offset TCAM, they're both really solid. So I'd probably say the McLaren is actually the best one. I mean, the offset TCAM is probably the best one. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. As you can see here, it just looks absolutely insane. So the McLaren is definitely a contender for the 2 best TCAMs in the entire game, and it really is nice to see CAMS actually putting some decent work into the offset TCAM this year, because ever since they've started making the offset TCAM, I believe in about F1 2012, it's never really been good, except for this year where they've actually decided to really sort of try to align it with the real life one and give it some sort of similarity. Now when we move into the Manor, there's the penultimate car I'm going to show you today, and as you can see, the TCAM actually looks pretty sweet on this car. I'm not going to lie, I like the TCAM quite a lot. It could be improved a little bit. However, the offset on this car is definitely the better one for me. The offset in this car also pretty decent, and then we go back to the same old where I'm saying the offset TCAM is better than the center TCAM. So you know, Manor, really nice one. I do like the offset because you get to appreciate Pascal's helmet, as you can see there, which is in my opinion the best helmet on the grid. So a very nice TCAM there. And finally we come on to my career mode team and the final team, Haas, you know, the new American outfit that is in F1 this year. And as you can see, the TCAM is not particularly insane. I'm not gonna lie, this one really I don't really like. It's one of my least favorite ones because similar to Ferrari, the helmet does obstruct quite a lot, and you don't really see much of the car. Like the camera's literally right on the mirrors, so there's not really a lot to show here, and it's quite a restrictive view in my opinion. And compared to this, if you look at the offset, which we'll see in a moment, it is the far better camera in my opinion, and it's the one that I'm going to use for career mode. I can tell you now, I will be running the offset camera for career mode in this car. So as you can see now, the offset looks absolutely wonderful. It looks really nice and very accurate to the real life one, and you can see the helmet, the gloves, and the steering wheel as per usual, which is much more to my liking, and it's actually quite symmetrical to the one in real life. So overall, those have been all the cameras for this video, guys. I know it seems I'm talking over the same stuff, but I just want to give you a bit of my thoughts and opinions, and also just show you guys all the cameras possible in terms of T-cams for you to possibly choose for your career mode. But nevertheless, if you have enjoyed this video and you find it informative, then please do leave a thumbs up on the video. A massive thank you to Ara for providing the footage for these two videos, and also if you're not here, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Of course, subscribe to Arab as well. And yeah, guys, that's about for this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Goodbye.